Hi everyone, I am Madam Rusmaya. In this video, we are going to discuss on EMF induced in a moving coil. There are two types of moving coil. The first one is a rotating coil and the second one is a moving coil that is released from rest outside a magnetic field. So for the EMF induced in a rotating coil, we are going to discuss this in another video. So in this video, we are going to concentrate on EMF induced in a moving coil that is released from rest outside a magnetic field. So observe this diagram. The magnetic field is from north to south, which is to the right. But we are going to draw another point of view of direction of the magnetic field, where the direction of magnetic field is into the screen. So refer to this diagram. Cross drawn here means that the direction of the magnetic field is into the screen. And also we are going to discuss at three different positions when the coil moving into the magnetic field. The first one is when the coil is entering the magnetic field. The second one is when the coil is in the middle of the magnetic field. And the third one is when the coil is leaving the magnetic field. And we are also going to determine the direction of the induced current. Okay, when the coil is entering the magnetic field, first step, determine the direction of the B magnet. B magnet is into the screen, shown by the cross drawn here. Second step, determine the change in B magnet. So the B magnet increasing because as the coil entering the magnetic field in this area becomes stronger. When there is a change in magnetic field or B magnet, there is also a change in magnetic flux. And when there is a change in magnetic flux, EMF will be induced in the coil. This is from Faraday's law. Third step, determine how to oppose the changes in B magnet. Another word is to determine the B resultant. So the B resultant must decrease. When the B magnet increasing, the B resultant must decrease because from the Lenz's law, it states that the direction of the induced current is such that it produces a magnetic field to oppose the change in the magnetic flux that induced the current. So to oppose these changes, the B resultant must decrease. Fourth step, determine the direction of the B induced. So the B induced is in the direction out of the screen, shown by the dot drawn here. For the B resultant to decrease, B induced must be in the opposite direction, so that the sum vector of these two magnetic field will be decreased. Example, if this is 4, this is 2. When we add them, 4 minus 2, minus because different direction, so becomes 2. So this show that the B resultant decrease. Fifth step, determine the direction of the current. We are going to use grip rule. So position your hand so that the four fingers shows the direction of the B out of the screen, shown by this dot. So your thumb shows the direction of current, which is in the anti-clockwise direction. So for the coil that entering the magnetic field, the direction of the current induced is in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, next we are going to discuss the coil in the middle of the magnetic field. First step, determine the direction of the B magnet. So direction of the B magnet is into the screen. Second step, determine the change in B magnet. The B magnet is constant because the coil in the middle of the magnetic field is always in the same strength of the magnetic field. So therefore, the B magnet is always constant in the middle of the magnetic field. When there is no change in the magnetic field, so there is no EMF induced in the coil. So from Faraday's law, it states that when there is a change in the magnetic flux, so the EMF will be induced in the coil. But now there is no changes in the magnetic flux because of the B magnet is constant. So therefore no EMF is induced in the coil. If there is no EMF induced in the coil, so no current is induced also in the coil. So if the coil is in the middle of the magnetic field, no current will be induced in the coil. Okay, the last position is when the coil leaving the magnetic field. First step, determine the direction of the B magnet. So the B magnet is into the screen. Second step, determine the change in the B magnet. So the B magnet decreasing because as the coil leave the magnetic field, so in this area the magnetic field becomes weaker. So therefore we say that B magnet decreasing. So if B magnet decreasing, this means there is a change in the magnetic flux because magnetic flux equals to BA. So when the B decreasing, magnetic flux also decreasing. If there is a change in magnetic flux, the EMF will be induced in the coil. So this is from the Faraday's law. Third step, determine how to oppose the changes in B magnet, or in other words, to determine the B resultant. So the B resultant must increase because the B magnet decreasing. So this is from Lenz's law. It states that the direction of the induced current is such that it produces a magnetic field to oppose the change in the magnetic flux that induced the current. So to oppose the change in the magnetic flux, where in this case the B magnet decreasing, so the B resultant must increase. So fourth step is to determine the direction of the B induced. So the B induced must out of the screen. The B induced must into the screen, same as the B magnet into the screen. So both must be in the same direction for the B resultant to increase. The fifth step is to determine the direction of current. So we use grip rule. So position your hand where the four fingers here show the direction of the B induced, which is into the screen. The cross product, the cross drawn here means that the position of the direction of the B induced is into the screen. So therefore, the thumb here shows the direction of current, which is in the clockwise direction. So for the coil leaving the magnetic field, the direction of the current induced is in the clockwise direction. So the conclusion is, when the coil is entering the magnetic field, the current induced is in anti-clockwise direction. When the coil is in the middle of the magnetic field, no current is induced. And when the coil is leaving the magnetic field, so the current induced change direction to clockwise direction. Okay, that's all for the video. Thank you for watching. The end.